Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying yourselves. I hope you guys had a great week. Sorry, hope you guys have had a great time watching these. I hope they've been informative. I hope they've, dare I say, been inspiring. I really hope I'm encouraging people to get involved civically. I mean, seriously, I want you to run for office. I want you to sign up. I want you to ask me questions. I want you to be involved. I want you to be like, hey, Ronan, you said the thing earlier about the politics, and that didn't jive well in my hometown. I want to know. I want to know what's different where you live compared to where I live. I want to know what's different about your politics than my politics. I want to have a debate. I'll even play devil's advocate. We can just straight up talk about today's topic, net neutrality. So I'm not going to do devil's advocate for net neutrality because, well, we're not having a debate, right? This is a conversation. This is my treatise on net neutrality. And guess where we are right now? We're on the internet, YouTube, or Facebook. I mean, I guess it depends where you're watching this from. But besides the point, net neutrality is quite possibly the biggest threat to our individual sovereignty, our individual liberty, our last line of free speech that we might actually have in this country. Because the internet can tell you truth, can tell you lies, it can tell you absolutely nothing. The internet is free. It is art, it is history, it is language, it is culture, it is society, it is everything and nothing. It is the greatest invention of mankind. And our government, the United States government, wants to quell it. It wants to quash it. It wants to keep us from utilizing it to its full potential. And in fact, it doesn't even care that we're trying to utilize it. It just wants to profit from us using it. And that's the problem, okay? Because turning the internet, which has billions upon trillions of pages of data and information, they're trying to treat that like a cable. Like, could you imagine trying to flip through the TV and you had like 1 trillion channels? And I mean literally 1 trillion channels. And we're talking, that's not even the tip of the iceberg for the internet, right? That's how they want to treat the internet. And then they want to be able to make it even harder to get to other things, right? You're in the Bible Belt, right? You're in Deep South Louisiana or Alabama. Christian God-fearing country, right? And I might catch some flack for saying that, absolutely. But you know what's ironic about those states? The amount of porn that's watched there. And guess what's the first thing they're going to try and make illegal? Porn. And then you're going to get in trouble for doing the things you do while watching the porn, right? Whatever the government does to control you and your self-expression is a problem. And whenever it's trying to change or alter what you think and understand or feel or understand, that is a problem. The internet is a tool, and it should never be harnessed or reined in by anybody, right? And so what has happened in the past is when internet neutrality became on the chopping block, the internet rallied and fought back with a vengeance, and we won. We won consistently. Why? Because we fought together. We came together. Notice that there's this common theme in my videos about unity and working. Anyway, that's how we fight back against net neutrality laws too. We have to be active. We have to be engaged. We have to leverage our net, right? Our internet. There are so many applications that we can use that you type in a zip code and it just goes boom and it starts faxing every single office in that zip code of legislators, right? You can Google what bill is on the table, right? You can figure out what your congressman, your senator, your state rep, your mayor, your school board person has been doing. That's an important thing. That's how we stay civically engaged. And our voice is trying to make that in a nice, neat little package that you can just use as needed, right? That is why the internet is so powerful. That is why it's so valuable, not just to them, but to us. This is how we coordinate. This is how we collaborate. This is how we unite. And this is how we fight back. We are the children of technology. This is the generation. This is the era of technology, right? So the internet is the single greatest weapon. It's probably a weapon of mass destruction if you really want to think about it. Because imagine what we can do. Hacking, right? I mean, not to say that I'm encouraging hacking on this thing, but hacking is a very valuable tool. It allows us to get data, you know? It allows us to breach otherwise confidential things. Now imagine the government is trying to make your own email confidential to yourself. You'd have to figure a way to get into your own freaking email before it goes through all the filtration, right? Here's the thing. The internet has the greatest potential to unite and educate humanity. Plain and simple. Why would we even risk letting that go? Especially when it has brought us together. I mean, you want to think about the Bernie movement, and you know, I'm not one to always invoke the name, but I will this time. Bernie Sanders was largely successful because of the internet, right? All of our online social media, independent news networks, we were the ones that got the word out there that Bernie existed, because MSM, they didn't give a damn, right? They were going out of their way to suppress him. That is power, folks. If they are trying to suppress you and fight you and prevent you from speaking up and speaking out, you're doing something right. And the internet is our tool. It is our weapon. It is our strength. It is our vitality. It is everything. Everything that we can be and everything that we can do, the internet stems from it. Having this conversation is only possible because of the internet. So I implore you to fight tooth and nail to protect this, if nothing else. The internet is the most important tool that we have ever created as a species, right? So let's work together. Let's make our voices heard. Let's continue to work together. And let's continue to show them exactly why they should be afraid of the internet and what we, the people, can do with it.